I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They go screen. This is Ingram. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richards. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Looking to throw. Richards. It's caught by Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10, Richards. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Richards. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Ingram. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Don't get nervous. Ready, ready, go.
look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the starting lineup here defensively for Pittsburgh. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You see Thompson's numbers from a week ago. 4 catches, 69 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the move to his left. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Richards, he'll buy some time right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. What? Ready?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On second down, it's Ingram. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Richards. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Here we go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, Your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Operating from the gun, Richards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Second and 9 now. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Ingram. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burt. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Whittington. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Richards. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Richards. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Richards. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has one touchdown, one interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. From the gun on third down, Richards. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Richards rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Richards, and complete. Spiller out of the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, That really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start in Arrowhead, a big crowd on hand to see KC host the LA Chargers in an AFC West matchup. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Tevin Coleman, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. The Panthers hoping to get into the win column for the first time this year as they play in front of their home crowd. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cardinals trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Throwing after the interception. Richards, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Richards. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To throw on 2nd down, Richards. And he whips that one incomplete there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Richards. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Richards. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Here we go. Set, 8, read. Let up. Shoot. Ready, go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Draw play, Ingram now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 2. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll come out in the pistol. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This one complete to Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this one is right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Richards, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Richards completes it to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richards. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Richards. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Now this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Set, 8, 3. Check back, check back. Ready.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
Ready, go.
stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. On 3rd down, Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They go play action here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Richards. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch 13's crossing.
On 4th down, Richards. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on 1st down, Richards. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Let's go, second and 3 at the 12-yard line. Sit hot.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
But that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Baltimore,